Tax-free investments are a no-brainer. It complements your retirement planning. So I would suggest, and I certainly hope, that every individual in South Africa makes full use of the tax-free savings account. Good morning. I'm Hamilton van Breda. I'm head of retail sales at Prudential Investment Managers, and this morning I'm going to talk to you about our tax-free investment savings product. Tax-free investments were launched in 2015. They really are fantastic investments. They have huge advantages. Those advantages are, for argument's sake, they build up within the portfolio in terms of capital gains tax, income tax, dividend tax are all exempt. What's more, your contributions are very, very flexible. You can also withdraw from the portfolios or from the tax-free investment at any particular time. So we would certainly encourage investors to look at these types of investments. A retirement annuity fund is really a pre-tax money in that you can deduct up to 27.5% of your contributions, or 27.5% of your taxable income, also limited to 350,000 Rand per year. What's more, within your retirement annuity fund, you are limited as an asset class exposure. You're limited to 75%, for instance, in equities, and that is by virtue of Regulation 28 of the Pensions Fund Act. Now that's very, very different to a tax-free savings account where you're effectively investing with after-tax money. You're not limited to any asset class exposure. So which one's better, which one's worse? Well, I think that from a retirement vehicle perspective, you should really exhaust your retirement annuity contributions and then top that up with your tax-free savings account. You are limited to a contribution of 33,000 Rand per year, and you're also limited to 500,000 Rand during your lifetime. SARS will penalize you if you contribute more than what you're allowed to contribute, and any excess of your contribution allowed will be taxed at a rate of 40%. So it is important to to keep records of how much you contribute. There is a benefit in that you can withdraw. So you can withdraw at any time from your tax-free savings account. However, when you withdraw, you can certainly not add that amount back. So just to give you an example, if you put in 33,000, say for instance, in this tax year, you've effectively exhausted your limit. If you then decide to take it all out again, you can't then put it back in because unfortunately, once you've made a contribution, that in fact counts towards your tax-free savings, your full amount. Yes, you can invest on behalf of your children. Couple of points to note. Number one, by investing on behalf of your children, the same rules apply. In other words, number one, you're limited to 33,000 on behalf of the children. In other words, in the children's name. They're also limited to the total lifetime allowance of 500,000. They also have the same penalties. In other words, if they contribute more, or you contribute on their behalf, you'll be penalized at a rate of 40% on anything over and above that particular amount. So you need to understand that. And the other point too is that one has to be careful of donations tax. So it's all good and well giving your children funds to invest into the tax-free savings account, but be warned that it may attract donations tax. Currently, there is a tax-free donations exemption of 100,000 Rand that you can give to your children, but beware that it may attract donations tax if you start exceeding that. You can go into our website. There's a massive amount of information on our website. You find the how to invest section. There's a whole tax-free investment savings account section. We have 8 different funds that are linked to the tax-free savings account. Some of them are Rand denominated, South African oriented. Some of them feed into some of our offshore funds. There's a further advantage is that they are offered on a reduced basis, as in fee basis, and none of the funds by regulation charge any performance fees. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you found this useful. If you have any further questions, please contact your financial planner or contact our client services division. Thank you very much.